Hello and welcome. My name is Bashir Fadl. I'm the president and CEO of IT's Fantastic. I'd like to welcome you to today's show and today's episode. As you can see, we stepped out of the office and we're going to go on a little road trip. Reason being is we're trying to talk about the key to success, how to be successful in what we do, and what are the key structures or characteristics, or how do we define success. In my case, I'm very fortunate to have a friend and a mentor, someone that I see as a role model and a mentor, and they come from American royalty. You know, when you talk about politics, you got the Kennedys or the Bush family or whatever. When you talk about success, being in the ring against any person and just winning, round after round, it's the Ali family, the whole family, whether you talk about Muhammad Ali or Layla Ali. Well, today I'm going to introduce you to my role model. Her name is Khalilah Ali. She's just amazing. She's been in so many different fields. She's my definition of success. So today I'd like us to join in meeting this person and just kind of learning a little bit of success, and I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I do. Thank you, and join me in today's trip.
Jaws been broke, been lost, knocked down a couple of times. Bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to welcome you today. We're here with Miss Khalilah Ali. Again, like I said, the Ali family is just legendary. I mean, they're kind of American royalty, basically. Everything they touch, I mean, they're the ring, and literally any kind of ring, and they will just win because they have that right winning mindset. So we'd like to welcome you to our viewers.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, sister.
Thank you, Bashir.
Appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
Thank you so much. And like I said, today what we want to do is kind of motivate our people. A lot of people have that mindset of, I am where I am, and they just get complacent. They get rested. Can you tell me about your journey? Can you just kind of touch on
My journey, it was, even at a young age, at the age of, I'd say, 3, when I was learning alphabets.
Okay.
I thought that was so hard, and I can't get it. And so, the Imam Muhammad was a teacher.
Yes.
And he made the alphabets look like donuts.
Wow.
And candy, and then it started getting interesting because I was getting hungry.
So creativity is important.
So creativity is important.
Absolutely.
That's what attracted me to the language itself.
So if I'm trying to learn something, be creative in the way you learn it.
Yeah, but the best part of it, what you should focus on, is that it's a journey. It's going down the journey. You know, when you look at the movie Jumanji, the Jumanji, they go to all these places, they take journeys, and you'll enjoy the journey that you're going to go through. Just like being Jumanji.
A lot of people have that problem. They're just worried about the last point. They don't enjoy the journey. I like that.
In the long run, when you're doing all this hard work, you get bored. So what you got to do, anytime you get with something, you get something bored. But I'll tell you something. If you really want to reach a certain goal, you set a goal.
Absolutely.
Then it makes it better. So I think, kids, guys, if you want to do something, this is what you do when you start off. You can do it now because it's a brand new year. And it's called a goal poster. You set goals. Like any kind of dream that you have in your vision, in your mind, anything. You put it like, I would like to do this, and your minds are so brilliant, you're not going to stick to one thing. You're going to open the doors to other things. And you play with it a while and see if you like it.
Absolutely. Okay, so you hit the goal. If you got a goal, you got to have the practice.
Right.
You got to put the work. You got to work hard for it.
Right. Now, you know what? My father created the first own golf course in Chicago.
Father created
his friend.
Course. He owned it.
He owned the Southern Golf Course.
Oh my God.
Because my father loved to play golf.
Absolutely.
So I was looking at my dad, take this white ball, put it in a hole. I said, Dad, that's kind of stupid. He said, I tell you what, this is 91.
Wow,
92.
Unbelievable.
And I said, that's silly, putting a ball in a hole, that's stupid. He said, I tell you what, why don't you take the club, take the ball, and you put it in the hole. That was the hardest thing for me to do. It was crazy how hard it was. It was just so crazy. I said, I'd rather drive the cart. I'll just drive the car.
I'll just drive the car.
I'll just drive the car, and I drove the car all over the place. But then it kept bothering me to get that ball in the hole, so I kept practicing it, and I became a 14 handicap. I could go professional if I wanted to do.
Wow, that's impressive.
Because I practice.
See, a lot of people, like in 19, we have a lot of people that are complacent. They get used to one position, and they're scared. For example, a lot of people do project management, but they're scared of public speaking, for example. I can't get up and speak in front of people. Or they're a business analyst, but they don't know a language like R, for example. I'm too scared to learn this or that.
Really?
And that mindset just sets them back. They don't get to the highest level.
So you know what my father would say about you?
Yes.
You're afraid of success.
A lot of people justify...
He'll tell me that. He'll tell me that.
But here's the thing. A lot of people say, I believe I can fly. Can you fly?
I can fly, literally. In a plane.
You're kidding me.
In a plane. This
Okay, I gotta hear this one. I gotta hear this one.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad
Yes.
had a Learjet.
Okay.
And his grandson learned how to fly, so he could fly his jet for him. So Sultan Muhammad would go to classes and learn how to fly.
Beautiful.
So we'd come up like cousins. He said, Khalilah, he said, you want to go with me? I'm going to do a couple of solos today in the plane. I said, oh yeah, sure.
Oh my God.
Because of the fact that all the honor students was able to go. Elijah Muhammad said, if you become an honor student, we'll get all the honor students together and you're going to go to Mixfield in Chicago, take off in a helicopter and go around the city. Well, when I did that, that got me stuck. I
believe I can fly.
I want to fly.
I want to fly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then there was a movie on TV called The Whirlybirds.
Okay.
And Sky King. It was all planes.
Nice.
So Sultan says, Khalilah, come on, we're gonna go up. And he gets in there and I gets in the cockpit. And I'm looking at all the little things and he's hitting all these buttons and everything. I go, oh my God. And he takes off. So he kept talking about the plane and he said, we're gonna land here. And he would take off again and he would land and take off. And I said, oh, it's so exciting. So I says, I got this. So when we finally got back to the airport, he says, you want to land the plane? I said, sure, I got this. And I smoothed the plane down and land on both wheels real smooth.
Unbelievable.
For first time.
Unbelievable. Wow.
The plane instructor came over to the plane and said, Sultan, you did not land that plane. She landed that plane. You know how to fly?
God.
I said, no, this is the first time. He says, you want to learn? At the Butler Aviation, I said, yes, I want to learn. So I went to school to learn how to fly.
And now you can fly.
Now I can fly. I can fly anything on wheels if it's a 1 engine or 2 engine. But
Beautiful.
When I went to visit the Blue Angels, they taught me how to fly F-16.
They didn't know they were messing with an Ali.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
going.
See, Alis are aggressive, and they like to do the best that they can do.
See, here's what I like, and a lot of people don't realize that, is that it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be nervous.
It's alright to be
It's
scared.
okay to know that this is a challenge. But you gotta...
You turn the butterflies, the scary part, into something to give it your strength.
Say that again.
I said,
They
you
gotta
take
hear
all
this.
the
We gotta hear this.
negativity,
Uh-huh.
and all of that fear and everything, you use it as your strength.
So even though I'm comfortable with my job,
Yes.
my minimum
Yes.
pay job, or with
Yes.
getting complacent, and I'm nervous and scared of doing this. I know I can do it, or maybe I could do it, or
You know
people say I
what?
could do it,
You know
but
what?
I'm scared.
You
You're
know
saying
what?
just, go ahead.
You just focus, because you know what? Everybody wants to be the best. Everybody normally just naturally want to be the best of anything.
Absolutely.
It comes natural to them because the Creator has made you to be the best.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And you have to break that barrier because you are the best. If you failed in anything, there's something there that will kickstart your energy to want to learn something. And you owe it yourself to do it. Now, Muhammad Ali, when he started fighting, I figured this out before he did. And because just watching him,
I gotta hear this one.
he would when he would fight, the best thing he could do is train well.
Absolutely.
If you train well, your endurance will come through. If you exercise properly,
Yes.
it'll give you a second wind if you do it consistently. And the magic to everything is consistency. Be consistent. That is your major goal, to just keep doing it. I don't care how bad it feels, how bad you feel. You just have to keep doing it. You see Michael Jackson, he kept doing things. He kept practicing. He practiced. Every day he practiced. He practiced. He looked in the mirror. He looked at himself dancing. And he practiced that. So when he got on stage, all he would do is focus in his mirror.
But I bet you don't know how to fight nothing.
Huh?
You don't know how to fight.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what.
I bet you don't.
I tell you what. My grandfather, friend from Japan, taught me how to do karate because I was little and I wanted to be able to beat somebody up without hurting myself. And with karate, you actually lose your weight. I use your weight for me.
Oh, wow.
So the bigger you are, the better it is for me to fight you. So they trained me how to...
See, one of the paradigms where I was talking about, it's not just hard work.
Yeah.
It's smart work. It's
Smart
working
work.
smart as well. You work hard. It's the quality.
What my mom always said, don't work hard, work smart, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So in karate, you do that.
So
you
karate
do
was
that
easy.
smart.
But when I learned how to knock somebody out, it was really easy.
All right, what do you say?
It was so easy how to knock somebody out. You can actually literally knock
So what you
somebody
got, white belt?
Huh?
Are you a white belt?
I was a white belt. Oh, I'm a ninth degree black belt now. 9 times.
Do you know who Bruce Lee is?
Bruce Lee is one of my teachers.
Okay.
But we was on the same team.
I need my body.
Bruce and I,
You and Bruce Lee.
we was on the same team. So
There's
Bruce,
no limit.
Bruce said I
There's
would
no
never go up
limit.
against her. She's too quick.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
I said that was really being nice, you know that. But Bruce Lee had one advantage a lot of fighters don't have. He knew gymnastics. He did gymnastics. That's why he was able to jump over. He would jump over people.
See, I like you saying that because, but one thing that I liked about the gymnastics part you said is that usually at work, people are complacent, they like what they do. But if they learn one more skill, they'd be better than anybody else. And they don't do that.
Yeah, if they would
So
stay
Bruce Lee had that.
He had that one thing.
I think, what is it, Van Damme also did something. You know, all of them, you just take that one extra step, it takes you to a different level.
See, Muhammad Ali has a technique. When he fought, he would run backwards. He would run and jog backwards.
Oh, wow.
So in the ring, he would go backwards and make the opponent come toward him. And then the opponent is vulnerable because he knows where he's at. So he fights smart.
A great thing we always talk about, so there's smart and then there's planning.
Planning.
Part of the planning thing is, even the rope-a-dope thing.
Yeah.
He was talking about round 1, I'll do this, round 2, I'll do this.
But you have to do that by mastering what you do.
And not being afraid.
Now he wasn't afraid of anything. He just didn't want to lose. He just didn't like losing. So he said, I'm gonna perfect my art. See, if he knows you, he weighs you in the ring, and he knows you're in the ring, and he knows what your vulnerable parts. He knows when to hit you.
A lot of people just watch the TV or watch someone that got rich or someone that started a company up a garage. They don't see the hard work behind it. They don't see the sacrifices. And there's a lot of mind, even your brain plays games on you.
Yeah.
I think like when Muhammad Ali in the Vietnam War, for example.
Yeah.
We just hear it now and he's a hero, but people don't realize that he had a family back then. He had kids back then.
Sacrifice.
There's sacrifice.
It was sacrifice. He had to sacrifice. Well, you know, matter of fact, I was giving him advice about the army because he was going to go.
And that's sacrifice. That takes someone with a strong mindset.
But I told him, if he stand up and never give up,
stand up and
there's
never
going
give
to
up.
be consequences. There's going to be consequences. You might not be able to fight anymore, and it happened. They took his boxing license from him, and most importantly, they took his passport away from him.
See, a lot of people don't realize that hard work, there's commitment that comes with it.
Commitment.
There is stress, there's physical effort that comes
Yeah,
into it.
because the minute
Sacrifice.
you give up, that's when you lose. You cannot give up.
Absolutely.
You cannot surrender.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you do anything, just be the best and just go beyond.
Always go that extra
Always
step.
go the extra step,
Don't
the
be
extra
afraid.
mile.
Okay.
Because you will surprise yourself.
What about your family? Did your kids, you get them into computers and stuff?
I got my kids in the computers.
You did?
Like one of my daughters, I'm gonna tell you what, but right before everybody had them in their homes,
Okay.
they was trying to break them into people's homes.
Okay.
So my daughters, Khalilah and Amina, was going to school.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Amina's mind's always all over the place. she go over here, then she goes over here, and she goes over there. She gets into all this. She don't focus on anything.
All right.
So they had an evening with the parents. And
It's that Ali energy.
The Ali
She's got
energy.
that Ali
She's all
energy.
over the place.
All right.
So they had a thing called computer evening, and they were going to introduce computers to the kids.
All right.
So everybody got in line to touch the computer and see what you can do, how it works.
Yes.
The little things you learn, there are strategies. As long as you can read, you can work a computer.
Uh-huh.
And Amina gets on the computer like this, and her focus was so focused on it, she didn't want to move over for somebody else to come.
Oh my God.
She
wow.
stayed focused. I says, I tell you what, if you get all A's, I'll buy you one. She said, okay.
And they were expensive back then.
Very expensive.
Very
They were
expensive.
big.
Yes.
They were big, bulky.
Computer was a computer, yep.
I spent 10 grand on 2 computers. These kids learned, got all A's, no B's, so they can get the computer, but I had 2 to get computers. And I had to get the printer that goes with it.
The first one we talked about, which is creative, always learn creatively.
Yes.
But the second one is you gotta invest in your dream.
You have to.
You gotta invest.
You have to sacrifice everything for it.
If you believe in it, if you think you
you
deserve
can
better,
believe
then
it,
you gotta invest
Yeah.
into it.
But you know what?
Okay.
I'm going to tell you something.
Yes.
Computers is the highest part of knowledge you can ever get.
How did they graduate from school?
They graduated with all A's, valedictorian, because of these computers. They wouldn't do
amazing.
anything without the computer. And I'm going to tell you something.
Yes.
I like superheroes. I
Yes.
like all the Marvel comics. I like the DC comics. I think they're great. And I created I had a nephew. My sister had 4 boys.
Yes.
And the youngest one was named Otto. And Otto, he got murdered
Sorry to hear
in
that.
Chicago.
Yes.
In his car. Somebody just came by and shot him. And it really hurt me. It broke my heart. And I was on the computer at the time. And I was doing a computer game.
Yes.
And the games was, some of the women were kind of vulgarly dressed, not right, all boobs, and I mean, young kids shouldn't see stuff like that.
Okay, absolutely.
So what I did, I created a game.
I did not know that.
I
did
really
not
tell you.
know that.
The game is called Legend of the Legacy. And it's because of my nephew being murdered, I created a superhero. I am a mild-mannered teacher. I created this character called the Vanguard.
Amazing.
Yeah, her name is really Nisa. And she's the vanguard of the children. She protects the children. And then they go back to the neighborhood and said, no, these girls are going to be, we're going to take them out. And they start cleaning up the neighborhood.
And here's, wow, this is
It's called Legend of the
the
Legacy.
Legacy.
And those 2 boys became mayors in the city and helped with the guns and the bad guys. And it's called Legend of the Legacy. I went to Cannes, the big convention they have on games.
Yes.
I went there with my 2 kids. I took my Rashida and Amina, Khalilah and Amina
Yes.
to France, and we started learning French and the language.
Is there something that you just don't learn?
And I had a poster of my game,
Yes.
and I went. It cost a lot of money, but I went into the game, and PlayStation CEO saw me. He says, "Finish the storyboard. I'll produce your game. You can only do it on this computer."
So you got to learn computers.
You gotta learn computers. If you don't learn the computers, you're gonna fall wayside because the future is computers. Everything is dealt with computers.
Don't be scared. Don't be afraid.
See, this is a Superman, Muhammad Ali versus Superman. This is all
Animation.
animation, all computerized. Superstar, Marvels, they did all of this in like a comic strip, and then they made this movie from it. So this picture of Muhammad Ali is all done in computer. It's made out of a certain type of material that if it gets wet, it'll just roll off. It won't destroy the picture.
It's amazing what you can do with digital
And
stuff.
what this says on here, it says, don't count the days. Make the days count.
That's powerful. Always
Isn't that
something
powerful?
powerful.
Yes.
Always something powerful.
So he was a very powerful man. That's why he could name the rounds. It would go down, and I'll get him in 4. I'll get him in 7. But if he can give him in 7, he actually can get him in 5. He'll just let it go along until he predicts his moment he want to go down.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. He was
that's what
a computerized fighter. But he didn't even realize how computerized he was. Because he kept doing it over and over and over again.
So it's hard work, it's consistent, it's planning.
It's planning.
It's having goals.
Because you know what?
Uh-huh.
Every individual,
Yes.
every kid, every child
Yes.
is made to be the best. And it's up to them to want to pull that out of them.
So a lot of people
It's in them already.
a lot of people say your worst enemy is yourself.
It is. It is.
See, can you explain that to me?
Yeah, because a lot of times, a lot of people will do something. I say, no, I can't do that because I don't think I'm gonna make it. But you don't underestimate the power of yourself,
Don't underestimate the power of yourself.
right?
I
Because
love that.
God
I love
has
that.
created you to be the best,
Wow.
and the only thing that's gonna stop you from being the best is you. You can blame everybody in the world, but it's only you.
So if I want to succeed, it's on me.
Yeah,
If I want to grow, it's on me.
yeah. If you want to be president of the United States, you can do it.
It's on you.
It's all on you. You have to be consistent. And the journey of consistency is you have to turn it into a journey. Just like when you read a book. When you read a book.
Yes.
You read the book as a journey to see what's going to happen next. And you keep waiting for that because every page is going to be something new.
It's building that suspense.
Yeah.
See, I like that because a lot of people do not enjoy the journey, and that's why they fail to stop where
You have to
That's
take
amazing. A lot of people are just
Yeah.
worried about chapter 10. I just want to get to the end of it.
Yeah.
But you have to enjoy the journey
You're the journey.
to grow.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you see Thor and you're looking at Thor,
Yes.
you know he's on another planet,
Uh-huh.
and he knows he got a hammer, and he know you can reach for the hammer and it comes. But there was a story before that hammer to get you to know that the hammer is going to be there.
Okay.
That's what draws the interest in looking at a movie. You want to see the outcome of the movie, but you want the movie to be exciting all the way through.
And so you got to enjoy the journey.
You gotta enjoy the
If
journey.
you want to grow, if you want to succeed in your career, if you want to succeed in your life.
If you want to be a movie maker,
Uh-huh.
just like Stan Lee created comics, he had help. But see, he's not the only one. I just created HC Comics. There's HC, guys. You're going to see HC Comics coming before you.
can't
God
wait.
willing, I can't wait.
We can't wait.
God will bless you. If you ask for something for God, He will give it to you.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Because every time you see all these things, everything, this computer, this telephone, look at the telephone. Look at this telephone. You got cell phones now. This is a big transition from this to this.
Absolutely.
And it's all because of computers.
Remember the computers you got for $10,000?
Yes.
That does a million times
And
more.
a million
And it's
times,
just that
and
little
this
device.
little bitty device. After a while, these gonna be on, like you got from here to the watches now.
Absolutely.
It's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But the effect is astronomical.
Wow.
It's astronomical, and you owe yourself to be, because, okay, if you want to create something, they always say you can't reinvent the wheel. Yeah, but you can make a wheel better. Anytime you want to do something, Try to figure out whatever you're doing now to make it better, to make it easier. If you do that and it's helping somebody, you're always going to be successful.
Unbelievable.
You're always going to be successful. There's no way you cannot be successful. When you do something, you don't do it to make money. You do it to help others. Money comes by itself. Don't worry about trying to be rich.
That's a great approach.
Never try to make a lot of money.
Make sure there's value in it. Return
It has to be value in what you're doing.
Absolutely.
A sensitive, simple value. Everything in the world is really simple. God don't make it complicated. He makes everything as simple.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And if you want to make a lot of money, don't worry about the money. Worry about what you're creating for the good of others, to make this planet an easy way to live, to make it more convenient. Look at all these flat screen computers now. Before, the computers I got my kids was bigger than this thing right here. It was bulky. Now you got big old TVs like this. Now you got flat screens. Why? Because they learned to put that chip in all the mechanism is a small chip. And you can't do it without computers.
Absolutely.
There's nothing in this world you can do without computers but plant seeds in the ground.
So at work, if I'm scared of public speaking, or I need to learn Java or Python or R,
you know what?
Just go for it.
I have never.
If that's gonna bring me my promotion.
I only focus like I was very quiet. You guys, believe it or not, I was shy. I was real shy. It's hard to believe that. But I was shy. But when I focus on what I want to do, I don't think about the shyness anymore. I think about what I want to do. When I was in school, I was focusing. When I was in school, we had to sing the school song, right? So we went down the line to see if anybody could carry the tune so they could do the solo for the school song. It's supposed University of Islam. And everybody went down and everybody's cracking.
Yes.
I said, they're cracking. Let me see, how can I do this? I'm always the last because I'm the tallest. So by the time they got to me, I would begin to breathe. Now this was no coach, no speech therapy, nothing like that. I just know if I say it, I said it real low. University of Islam. And I was the one that ended up singing the song.
Wow.
In front of everybody. But I didn't think about who was in the audience. I started focusing on what I was doing. The more people was in the room, the better I got.
Okay.
It's harder for me to sing in front of you. But if it's 100 people,
you got this.
I got this. Because I feed off of people's emotions. I feed off the audience.
This is amazing.
My sisters and brothers right now, my kids, don't know how I can get up and sing in front of people.
Well, we're happy you do.
Hey!
We're happy you do.
And you know how I learned how to do that? Because I focused on what I was doing and not focusing on people. So you actually can do anything you want. You will be amazed what your mind will let you do. And what you don't know, you try to figure it out.
And it's easy, but a lot of times people, instead of learning Java or Python or R, and if they do it, their salary will go up 20, 30,000 more a year.
Yeah.
But they get scared.
But you know what? Then you are missing a lot of money right now.
You are missing a lot of money.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, learn this computer. It's not that hard. It will surprise you. Every door you turn is going to be something new. You're not going to ever get bored with it. So, if you want to better yourself, you hit it, then
it takes you
straight there, and you read it. Technology is the most...
You are high tech.
I'm high tech all the way.
Oh my God, I love this.
Once I get this here, and it has that. And also they have, like when you go to a Play Store, And this is all free, dude. All free.
Unbelievable.
It's free. Life is free. All you have to do is take advantage of what you have in store for you.
I got one last question for you.
Yes.
We know Muhammad could talk, Muhammad Ali could speak a whole lot of, he could trash talk people pretty good.
Yeah, he could talk away out of a paper bag, trust me.
Did you help him in that?
Yes, I did.
No way.
I help him with his poems.
You helped him with his poems?
Yeah.
Is there something you don't know?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to finish this one first.
Please.
Muhammad Ali was getting ready to fight Sonny Liston. He wasn't even a Muslim yet. But by him hanging around Muslims a lot, Sonny Liston says, I'm going to knock out that black Muslim. Now that upset me a lot. I said, okay, that's it. I'm going to write this poem out here. And I just started writing it. I didn't even think of it. Words just came to me and I wrote it out.
You focus. I like when you focus.
I focused right on something because I really wanted to get something and it just started rhyming by itself. And it just started rhyming by itself. And I knew the way he talked. Now, though that's similar to we have the same kind of mannerisms.
Yes.
So it was like really easy. And I said, you know what? Here, I want you to take that poem and I want you to read that to Sonny Liston because I do not like the guy. That's
what Liston did some. So he started.
When he said that. Yeah.
Okay.
He said, "You want me to read this? You giving this to me?"
Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
Ooh,
it was Cash and Clay then.
Okay.
It was cash. I was helping this guy before we got married.
All right. God bless you for it.
So I said, and then he got on TV. My dad said, "Oh, this guy's on TV reading your poem." I said,
"Are you serious?"
Right on television.
You went on TV and read it.
News break. This is the legend of Cassius Clay, the most beautiful fighter in the world today. This fierce fight is great. He's got speed and endurance. But if you're trying to sign to fight him, increase your insurance. This kid's got it left. This kid's got it right. Look at the kid carry the fight. All the crowd's getting frantic. There's not enough room. There Ali lowers the boom. Who would have thought when came to the fight, they see a spook satellite. No one would dream when they put down their money, they see a total eclipse of the sun. There it is.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Letter for letter.
And it worked. And I said, this guy's reading my poem. Oh my goodness.
On TV.
And it just came out of me to just have enough nerve to tell him to do that. I didn't, you know what? My mother told me one thing, and I'm going to tell this to you guys. Never form your lips to say, I shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Really?
She's
woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Because that means, if you say that means you should have done this, but you didn't, and you missed out because you didn't.
Say that again. Say that again.
Never from your lips to say, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Because once you say that, that means you've passed by the opportunity that your mind could told you to do, and you didn't do it.
Unbelievable.
And you just got to go with it.
You just got to go with it.
You got to go with it. Long as it doesn't hurt anybody, as long as it doesn't hurt you, it doesn't hurt others, and you're trying to help somebody, never fear.
Never fear.
You never can go wrong that way.
Move on.
Because God gives you instincts. A lot of people don't follow. You know the words that y'all say, if I had done this, no. You should have done it. You shouldn't have said I should have done it. Or
just start doing it.
Just start doing it.
Just start doing it.
Yeah. You know how you got to church? Do it. Do it. That means do it. Do what's good. Do what's right. And you'll never go wrong. And it will never go wrong for you. But this here computer thing, I'm 69 years old.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I'll be 70 in March, and I'm still gonna do my Legend of the Legacy game.
Your game.
And I'm gonna put it on the screen, and it was all done by computers.
And you're gonna do your Java and Python.
And I'm gonna do my Java.
Not just the Java drinking, the other Java.
The other Java.
The other computer Java.
I'm gonna do the Java because I need it, and I'm gonna do the Python too as well because I have books that I wrote to teach manners and etiquette. I need to sell them on my website.
I love that.
You do that too. I can learn from you.
Well, I've learned quite a bit from it.
Okay. I want you to come and help me put it online. I want to do that.
We would love to do that.
Once I get it online with the technology,
we would love to do that.
Then I can put an ad and tell them to go to my website and buy the books.
We would love to do that.
Buy my
Absolutely.
games, to buy everything.
Absolutely.
And when you buy things that something somebody needs, you gotta promote it. And this is the best way to do it. Promote it right here on your computer. This is the highest form of knowledge. It's for growing someplace, but this is the highest form. You can help your dad, your mom with their sales. This is all in it.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank
I really
you.
appreciate it. God bless you, sister.
God bless you.
Appreciate
When I was a little girl, it was basically girls can do anything. Boys can do everything. So I would ride horses, so I learned how to play polo. I knew how to ride Western. I learned how to do all those, and I had fun doing them. I went fishing one day. I couldn't catch a fish. I went to Africa. I threw a pole in the water. The fish snapped like that. That's the kind of fishing I like. When you throw the bait in the water, you grab the fish, and then they take the fish, they cook it, and you eat it right there at the restaurant, right there in Africa. It was the most, and learn to travel. Travel is the most important thing in the world, is traveling. Traveling is the best thing you could do too, to travel. Photography, I learned how to take pictures and take pictures of animals and insects and plants and trees, scenery, and people, famous people. I've taken a lot of pictures of famous people. So I love doing all these things. Just learn what your hobbies are when you're young. Don't throw your life away. So always be the best you can be. Nothing can stop you from being what you want to be. Nothing. Nothing can stop you. So it's the best to just learn as much as you can when you can, because we're not promised tomorrow. So you need to, this living thing is a gift. This is a total gift. Just to be living and breathing is a gift. And you should take advantage of your gift and learn as much as you can learn.
Professional. Jaws been broke, been knocked down a couple times. Bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Man, dude.
Yeah.
Ain't no doubt.
Fast. Last night, I cut the light off my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
Incredible.
Fast.
Incredible.
And you, George Foreman, all of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the